Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Maractus. Maractus actually is looking a little bit better nowadays. With Gen 8 it's got a few new techniques that you can start using with the Isle of Armor updates. It has got a new move that you can use, and if you want to have a look at a few more sets that I've come up with, you can have a look at the card that is up in the corner right now and see just 3 sets that I made before for Maractus, before the Isle of Armor update. So, today we are covering 2 generic sets from Maractus and 1 Dynamax set. The first set being a supportive set. So on here we have spikes. Now if you can get 3 layers of spikes, anything that touches the ground will take 25% damage. That can be very helpful for chipping down your opponent's team, for breaking things like sashes, and just generically getting a lot of damage on different things. Obviously for things like flying types it is not going to be a thing. So if they've got like loads of levitate and flying type mons in their team, you don't really want to run spikes. We've also got Leech Seed, which I think Leech Seed is always a very good move to run. It either forces the opponent to switch because they don't want to have their HP zapped every turn, or you will start dwindling them down very, very quickly. Now, it's surprising how quickly it will actually cause the HP to drop on the Pokemon. Even if you switch out to another Pokemon, you will still get that little bit of damage every single turn, and possibly be able to knock them out, especially if it's a very bulky Pokemon that can be effective in doing that. Giga Drain, powerful grass type attack boosted by stab, and just gets you some health back because you are probably going to take some hits with this set. And finally Toxic. Now I believe Toxic is a transfer only move. It might not be, but I think it is. So you would have to transfer it from Generation 7 or before with Toxic already taught. Now Toxic is really good in breaking down setup sweepers, so they're either not going to be able to set up as fully as they wanted to and not be able to sweep your team because they don't have the stats for it, or they will set up fully and they will be on a very limited timer, so they wouldn't be able to take out your whole team, which can be really helpful with Toxic there. Now, EVs come from max HP and max special defense with a calm nature, so more special defense, less attack, and 4 EVs in special attack. You could always go this as max HP, max defense if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you what you decide to go for. I've gone for Water Absorb as the ability on here, with leftovers healing you up every turn. Basically, Water Absorb gives you back a quarter of your health if you hit by a water type move and gives you a water immunity, which is quite good to have on a team. Now, moving on to our second Maractus, I have gone for a Throat Spray Maractus with Chlorophyll. Now, Maractus doesn't get that much coverage move, so we're going to have a look at some options on helping Maractus work here. So, Throat Spray goes well with the Hyper Voice. The Hyper Voice will cause the Throat Spray to activate and give you a +1 in your special attack. Obviously, your special attack being base 106 already is pretty good, taking you from 342 to 684, which is very, very high. Then we've got Giga Drain, your powerful stab, grass type attack, again getting you some health back because you might take some hits. We've got Sunny Day, which will allow for the Chlorophyll to activate and double your speed, and it will also turn Weather Ball into a fire type move at base 100 power, so it can hit different Pokemon, maybe steel types for example, which you couldn't hit otherwise. So Sunny Day can be a really good option to run this set. Obviously, if there's a Sun Team option, then you definitely can do that instead and possibly go for something like Leech Seed, or possibly even Solar Beam could work as well. But they're the kind of options that you have. Like, typically, on the special side, Maractus doesn't have a huge amount of benefit on it. But moving on to our last set. Oh, sorry, no, I didn't do EVs. EVs, we've got max special attack and max speed with a modest nature, so more special attack, less attack. Now, you don't need to go for the timid nature here because your Chlorophyll is going to allow for you to outspeed the vast majority of Pokemon, especially in that tier. You'll be outspeeding a lot of Pokemon that you don't need to worry about. Moving on to the final Maractus, I've gone for a physical Maractus because Maractus does get a lot of good physical moves. Now, gone for the Terrain Extender on here, and this works really well with Grassy Glide. So when you Dynamax, your Grassy Glide will turn to Max Overgrowth. Max Overgrowth will cause the grassy terrain to happen, so the Grassy Glide will become a priority move, which you'll then have access to 2 priority moves when you are back to normal, also getting recovery every turn from the terrain. You could always go for Grassy Seed on here if you wanted to instead of the Terrain Extender, but it's up to you. We've got Water Absorb as the ability again giving you that water immunity. Grassy Glide will be +1, it can hit a lot of different Pokemon, and if you've gone for the Max Knuckles with the Drain Punch to increase up your attack, that could really help you as well. Let's say you've gone for 2 Max Knuckles and then a Max Overgrowth, you will then have almost base 600 attack, which will do a lot of damage to different Pokemon, especially with 2 priority moves on there. Sucker Punch as well, as just a good coverage option. And then I've put Spiky Shield. I haven't shown off Spiky Shield on this, so I thought I would. It protects it from moves, and if you're hit with contact, it loses an 1/8 of his max HP, so that is very nice. And also, you can turn to Max Guard when you're Dynamax, just in case you need that and you're worried you're going to get taken out, for example. EV's gone for max HP and max attack with an adamant nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. As you're going for the 2 priority here, I wouldn't necessarily worry about increasing up your speed because it's not really needed in general. You could always go for a chlorophyll set if you want to, but the fact that 2 of your moves are priority, I wouldn't worry personally. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.